This morning, at approximately 10 a.m., RCMP officers located 2 male bodies in the dense brush within 1 kilometer from where the items were found. This is approximately 8 kilometers from where the burnt vehicle was located. At this time, we believe these are the bodies of the 2 suspects wanted in connection with the homicides in British Columbia. An autopsy is being scheduled in Winnipeg to confirm their identities and to determine their cause of death. To the families of everyone affected by the series of events over the last few weeks, I know it has been so very difficult, and I hope today's announcement can begin to bring some closure. I want to thank the communities and the leadership of Gillam, Fox Lake Cree Nation, Ilford War Lake First Nation, and York Landing. Your lives have been disrupted. Many of you lived with uncertainty and fear, but throughout you were resilient. You came together as communities, and you helped our officers get the job done. To the officers involved in the search, I commend you for your determination, your innovation, for never giving up, and for working night and day to bring this search to a conclusion. This was a search that could not have been successfully achieved without the help from our partners and Canadian Armed Forces. I'm confident that it is them, but to identify them officially and to be sure, we have to go to autopsy. I don't have an answer for that. It's a very dense place. It's a difficult place to find anybody, as I said earlier. Very tough terrain, lots of land as well. It's a huge area that we're looking at. It's very hard to pinpoint anything in such a dense terrain. Yes, it was. It was our specialized RCMP resources were in the area, and they were doing a foot search. I'm afraid I can't speak to that right now. It's very, very dense brush is what I can tell you. Very thick, very difficult to work your way through. There's no trails. It's just very thick brush, very dense. And it's a huge area we were searching before. We didn't have any information to pinpoint us to a specific search area where we could do a much more detailed search. The items we did find on the shoreline gave us that opportunity to pinpoint that search and therefore do a much more detailed search of the area. I can't speak to that right now, I'm sorry. You'd have to talk to my colleagues in British Columbia. They're investigating the homicides themselves. I don't have any information of those. I'm afraid not.